Okay. Hi creators. It's your girl KIRB3YZ, and it is about time that I do one of these videos because it's been forever. I think about 2016, 2017 is the last time I did a video like this, except it wasn't from a drop-down view. And I'm just going to be introducing y'all to some of my childhood art. Anyway, let's get into this, and make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can catch uploads like this of your girl. Okay, let me get set. Oh, and one more thing, do not think this is going to be an aesthetically pleasing art video, because you see this desk, this is called years of art supplies, of drawing, digital monitors, all that, scraping this up. So yeah, this is called experience. Oh my god, this is cringe! Oh. But it's okay, it's okay. This is the year where we're supposed to be one with our cringe like we did before, and I'm very familiar with that area. These kids nowadays know, they don't know nothing about that. They don't, yeah, they're still trying to learn how to accept the cringe. We grew up in the cringe, you feel me, if you're in your 30s and all that, if you know. Anyway, okay, this is what I did when I was like in 4th grade, and there was like a drawing contest, and so I forgot what the theme was, but it was something around making something, I don't know, I forgot what the thing was, but my idea when I was a kid was to put the eyes on the glasses as if you were taking off your eyes on the glass. I don't know, it was cool at the time. It was actually really cool at the time, and I won 1st place for it, so there's that. So shout out to past me, you did that. But I think it's really cool. Like, I have some watermarks because it got damaged over the years, but yeah, I forgot what I named this. I don't even know. No, it's not even on the back, but it's on a piece of cardboard, but I keep it, so yeah. Yeah, this one was when I was a little bit older, and I was about, yeah, 16. I was 16. And this was made in 06. Holy shit. Yeah, this whole thing was making fun of my stepbrother, and every time he would go to summer camp or something like that, because back then we had a whole bunch of summer camps that were already set up for us. Like, oh my gosh, my stepmom and my dad like signed us up for all these kind of like summer activities, so we just had something to do all summer. And every time they would see my stepbrother get ready and all that, it literally was like he fell out of bed. I just wanted to make it a whole scene of somebody's, you know, fictional family. And he has a ballerina shoe on, a backpack, a little cute girl shirt, because literally it was just like that, bro. It really was. So he's looking at, like, I don't know, lottery win tickets and all that. It was really kind of cool. It was really cool. These are ones where I did, I think, a lot of them in high school and middle school. This one is in, whoops. This one is in high school. 07, I was 17 years old when I made this, so yeah, I was getting into like the anime eyes or whatever, because okay, your girl watched a crap load of Boondocks, okay? Now that's not the only, I consider it an anime. I think Boondocks is an anime, but that wasn't the only anime I looked at, but it was heavy, like late at night, all that, so yeah, I wanted to make myself into like their character or whatever, or at least something like it, whatever. I got bored. I doodled a lot, so yeah. I don't know, this is like during the time where I made the head big as hell. The hands small as shit. I was literally trying to practice proportion size, so clearly I had to, look how big the ear is. I'm not here to talk ish about my own art because it got me where I am today. So we're not gonna focus on that. Next. Alright, and next, these are like some posters that I used to do, like my whole class used to do in 8th grade, and we got to make posters about a dance that was coming up. I don't know if y'all remember it being called the sock hop, where the girls asked the guys or whatever. It was something like that. So yeah, our art class was in charge of making the poster that goes all around the school. So this was mine. I was like, okay. So this was mine, and it's so crazy. I still have it in the South. $2? $2. This was $2. The admission was $2. When life was, I know we old as shit because where else you gonna find something for $2? $2. But alright. November 4th, apparently 7 to 9. That's only 2 hours. You know what? Being an adult, that's perfect. It has 7th, 8th grade, and it was called the sock hop, which I didn't understand. Well, whatever, because I literally thought, whatever. I think it was cool, but I took it very literally. Obviously, I had snacks, drinks, appropriate attire. Okay. Light show. Stop with the gaslight. Okay, when it came to the light show, it was just fancy lights. Let's be honest. Like, okay, whatever. But yeah, and a live DJ. And student ID required. They were preparing us for the clubs. All school is preparing you for real life. Next, this one, it was for anyone that, it was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so shout out to anyone who had to deal with that, and my condolences go out to people who lost anybody to cancer, to breast cancer, to it just overall, it sucks. It sucks. It really does suck. And yeah, they wanted us to make posters for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so I really like this one. Alright, more from 8th grade. This one's not colored, so I hope y'all can see it. Let me see if I can. This one is of a slumber party that I never colored, but oh my god! Look at the face is like, oh my gosh, man, we have grown. The anatomy has grown. But I'm actually like impressed with this, because me being, I think, a 7th grader? Yeah, a 7th grader. Till this day, you see this window? Anyone that has like a sit down window area, yeah, you were the shit back then. I love it. And oh, we have Monopoly. Okay, I still had the vibes back then. We playing Sorry, we have pillows and all that. I am a sleepover queen. If you know me, you know me. I am a sleepover queen. Anyone that's ever came to my sleepovers, yeah. Y'all might hate the ones I don't connect with anymore, but I know you remember the sleepovers. Bet that. Alright. This one is from 8th grade. It's supposed to be, what do they call that? Abstract art or something like that? I don't know. It was abstract art. Yeah. It was abstract art, so there we go. This one is really like that. That's amazing. I may frame this because I like weird, original, kooky. You get the vibe. There we go. This one is so cool. I'm actually, yeah. This one's really cool. We were learning how to do like I think it was like line art that day or something like that. It was so cool. It was like we had to draw faces in lines. If someone knows the correct term for that kind of art, please comment it down in the comments below, because I know it's called something. It's just like you're consistently doing art. I have another one just like this, because when I was in art school, I said art school. Well, when I was in art class in 7th, 8th grade, this was one of the lessons. Let me show you the other one. Bam! Yeah! Your girl was in it. Yeah. I drew a lot of eyes back then. I'm telling you, y'all go see. But like, I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna keep moving this back and forth because I feel like I like too close, too far, too close, too far. But yeah, this was what we had to practice as far as lines. When I say this took me forever, I think it took me about 2 days, maybe 3, because if we didn't finish, we had to come back the next period or whatever and finish it off and all that. But I remember people were like, oh man, hers looks cool and blah blah blah, because I didn't want it to be like anybody else's. And these lines, you can see I took my time. I need to frame my old art, you know what I mean? Because I need to just take appreciation in that. So yeah. And then it went on to 8th grade, learning about oil pastels. I give credit to anybody who works with oil pastels, because y'all, that media, y'all different breed. Same thing with painters. If you paint, I give respect to y'all, because OMG. Oh my gosh. It's still getting on me. I got, oh Lord. Yeah, this we had to draw, I think, a lemonade, you know, the classic lemonade art with the something on the table, whatever. We had to do all that, and this was mine. So yeah. This one I did, yep, 7th grade I did that, so yeah. There we go, y'all, when your girl was getting into bubble letters. To this day, I do this. This is when the crowns were in back in the day, the filling up of the letters. Till this day, I still do this, but I had like a handle on it back then. Cause I used to draw these all the time for like different people. I was one of those people where they're like, oh my gosh, can you draw me? Can you draw me something? Hey, I want one. Can you draw me in my name? I should have been getting paid for this shit, but like, that's how I got my art rep back in high school and in middle school. They're like, yeah, that's the black chick that draws. I was like, okay, yep. 07. I did it in dang, how old was I? 17. Yeah.
We interrupt this program to bring you Kirby Z Collection.
Hey creators, to support the channel, go ahead and subscribe to my Patreon page.
And while you're at it,
go ahead and check out the Kirby Z Collection online shop. We got keychains, t-shirts, and more. You know you want to.
Link is in the description below. Now back to the video.
Okay, these next two, I am a heavy Aaliyah fan. And if you know where this picture, like, I was still learning anatomy, clearly, because arms are small. But I had the eye, like, me and eyes. I used to just draw, like I said, I drew eyes all the time. But if you know this picture, I'll pop it up on the screen, but it's that picture that I was trying to draw back then. But I am a heavy Aaliyah fan. If you are an Aaliyah fan, like this video, because she's everything to me. She's everything. But yeah, clearly I was focusing more of my anatomy study on eyes and on lips, clearly. Because the face structure I did not have down yet. Arms definitely didn't have down yet, but everybody knows learning anatomy is so hard, but it takes practice. Next, some more Aaliyah inspired art, and yes, we have the brick again. We have the brick again. So yeah, this one was off of the song If Your Girl Only Knew, and I drew a girl. This is when I was getting into highlights, aka remember the other picture that I showed you where we were drawing the lines and everything. I kind of incorporated it into here, and I was studying different kind of hair textures and the swoop. I did a lot of the swoop on my characters and all that, so yeah. And once again, I told you, the eyes. The eyes and the lips, and What the ears. I don't understand. But the face structure was getting better. And I wanted this girl to be hiding behind a brick wall, and she put a rose in somebody's apartment door window or whatever. I was trying to make it romantic, and she put like love letters. If you know Aaliyah Song's 4-page letter, yeah. And I put, if your girl only knew that you were trying to get with me. And I had the wind with the leaves. You know what? This is not bad. And I had the light going up the sidewalk lights and all that. Yeah, you know, it's giving a romantic mystery vibe and all that. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all one of my OC characters. Back then I went to a school that had like, what is it called? A koala bear or whatever. The school doesn't exist anymore, but yeah. And it was really cool because I was practicing drawing, and she was like my #1 character that I drew in 6th grade. So I created her in 6th grade, and I actually have a pile of this. So hold on. Hold on, let me back it up. Okay, this is Charlie, my OC, and she has been revamped over time, so but yeah, she is my OC character. And Charlie, I don't even know where I came up with that name, honestly, but a lot of inspiration was from That's So Raven back then. If y'all know the outfits, the hair, the Miss Raven Baxter was it for me. Like, that show had me, I was like, yes, from the, oh my, I could talk all day about That's So Raven. They just, oh, the outfits, the braids, you'll see the inspiration from that show in my art, because that was the show at the time. Man. And then I have Charlie's friends. This is Tally, another one of my OCs, and Sam, another one of my OCs. And you can tell I'm from the OG era. Look at that. If you, sorry, my camera app died. Okay. Not died, but it stopped recording. Okay, this one is Charlie again. A flower is pretty, but I'm fabulous. I'm telling you, the outfits, the headband, the earrings, look at this, look. Oh my, hold on, I have y'all too zoomed in. Look at the masterpiece. Look at it, down to the shoes, y'all. Y'all even see the shoes? Hold on. Look at the shoes. Yeah. Charlie again. This is Cinco de Mayo. I'm telling you, 6th grade, I was in it. This is her in all green. So shout out to the people whose favorite color is green. I got y'all. Look down to the arm jewelry. How many people do you know now that wear arm jewelry? I don't even know. I haven't seen them. If they are, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, the glasses we already know have came back. The see-through transparent glasses and all that. But yeah, hot damn. This was with Tally, Sam, and I'm not sure who this is. I don't know if I was just like, I don't even know if these are the same characters, honestly, but yeah, Girls Club. Back then, if you know, all these games, these computer games, the books, all that, were dealing with like girl power, girl club sleepovers, all that. We were very, very, very saturated with that back then. So yeah, of course, naturally, I wanted to create my own little girls club. And then, of course, back to Charlie. I put her in a booth. I thought this one was cool. I think I was trying to cover all the colors of the rainbow. So this one was like all red and everything. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, look, hold on. I don't have ADHD. Hold on, y'all. But the shoes, the shoe game, bro. Yes. See, I was getting better. Head's still big. The head's still big. What happened? What happened to the neck? What happened? But I was in 6th grade. Like I said, let me give myself grace. And I was still doing the bubble letters. Come on. But I think I got inspiration from another Aaliyah picture. If you have Aaliyah's album, her very last album, I think it was just self-named, right? I think it was called Aaliyah, and there's a picture where she has all red, or the picture's mainly red, and she has red lipstick on and all that. If I can find the picture, I'll pop it up, but you know what I'm talking about. But I think I took inspiration from that photo and did this back then. I don't know. Okay, now those same characters that I showed you, like Charlie, Tally, Sam, I used to cut them out and make my own paper dolls. But with that, I did my own backgrounds. I used to do my own backgrounds and all that, you know, because I'm still original. I'm still very, like, I am proud of myself as a kid, but I think the inspiration for these backgrounds came from As Told by Ginger. I was watching a shitload of As Told by Ginger, and I remember looking at the houses and the backgrounds and all that. Like, I was studying this shit, but I know, like, it was really Courtney Gripling's house had a chokehold on me. I was like, oh my god. Her bedroom, everything. It was everything. If you know, you know. She had, it was that scene where Dodie was like, oh my gosh, she has like the faux fur, the pink carpet, like it was the windows in that room. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. This is what I wanted Charlie's house to be. Now, what did her parents do for a living? I never figured that out. I just knew that my girl needed a big house. So, yeah, and it was crazy because I did like a Willy Wonka looking gate and all that. Car girl. I have big, look, there's even more hot. If you can see it from the, what did Doja say? If you can see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back. Look at that. You can still see house from the front like that. Man, come on. Maybe this is her room. I don't know. Next one, this is, I did Sam's house. So I did Sam's house. This was Sam's house. This is giving so Virgo. This is so Virgo. Like me studying architectures and all that, because I heard somewhere that if you're like a Virgo or whatever, or if you have Virgo anywhere in your chart, like you like real estate, architecture, all that. I feel you from a fellow Virgo. I feel you. So yeah. Look at this. We got the sidewall. We got, okay, the front window. It's giving Victorian craftsman home. It's giving that. I like it. And not only that, whenever I would play paper dolls and I would cut my characters out and all that, I not only did the outside, baby, I did the inside. Look at that. Look. See the window right here? Bam. I was ahead of my time. I was like, if I can't find a decent paper doll, because you know, paper doll sets and all that, they were actually kind of expensive back then. Like, when I say expensive, I mean like if it came with like a set with the paper dolls, the backgrounds, all that. So I was like, man, this, I had no idea. This is supposed to be like the hallway or whatever. So I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I had the idea of having a fireplace. Got the I don't know, what is this? Like just a random floating picture. Got a weird, I was trying to go for those glass tables, those circle tables. I don't know if I can find a picture, I don't know. But from back then, Y2K era, it was like those glass tables that overlap each other and all that. So yeah, and then this is a big body back chair. These, I started making like comics or whatever because I used to play paper dolls with my OCs, yes, but then I wanted to make also little stories and all that with my characters. And like I said, this is back, I'm gonna keep going back and forth between like high school, middle school, high school, middle school. So this was in middle school. I used to do all these. This one, I had a teacher where she just did nothing but yell, so I'm not gonna lie, I made fun of her, and so I made her a drill sergeant. Called Miss Army's class because I think I was in the front row, bro. I think she didn't yell at me because I was a good quiet kid, you know what I mean? But like, bro, she was just upset. I was like, good God. But I don't blame her now because if the kids are bad, oh my Lord. Oh, but why in my direction? I think that's what it was. This one, this is a OC character of mine, April. Y'all will see her in future things that I do or whatever. But yeah, this is April talking to her mom. April was like a As Told by Ginger emo one for me. So yes. April is my character. I created her in 03, 04 or whatever, but yeah, y'all will see her. I loved her. I still do. And she's like the 2.0 of Charlie. So I had Charlie in like 6th grade, and I think it's like I evolved I had different characters for different moods I was in. Like Charlie was more like the light, positive character, and then I had my emo phase, you know, like the the grunge phase or whatever. It was like she was a little bit of Daria and As Told by Ginger mixed in one, yeah. And then this, oh my goodness. Do y'all remember those stickers? For the ones that had those sparkly stickers with, like, I don't know, it was like these hood characters or whatever that were really sparkly. I really liked getting those from like the vending machines and all that, going into any store. And they had like these, I hope I can find pictures of them, but they are like those characters where you can put them all over your journals, and they were stickers, and they were like hood girls, Latina girls, black girls, hood guys. Like it was, I took inspiration from those stickers and I was trying to make my own. And there's one of them, Anatomy. I don't know if Anatomy was really getting a little better. Maybe. I made an Asian one with platform shoes. I remember that I had an obsession with platform shoes. Oh, and I also have to give credit to Mary Kate and Ashley back then. If you know, you know, from their invited, what were they called? You're Invited. Sorry, You're Invited video series. I think I did another Asian one. I think I did, yeah. Or Polynesian, whatever. I remember I was experimenting, and I just wanted to do different things and all that. Oh my gosh, I know this is probably like nothing to somebody, I don't know, but back then we put the sun in the corner. I saw somebody on TikTok doing that, and they're like, look, I'm from the era where we put the sun in the corner. Talk about it. And then I did more characters, more with the highlights. I used to do more backgrounds back then, and with, like, you know, the whole little brothers and all that. Oh, you can't see them, my bad. Like, you know, when they had the older sister, little brother, Liz McGuire type shit. Yeah. And then a cute guy comes over. Look at sorry. That's supposed to be his finger, but like I said, I was still studying anatomy. It looks like he's going like this. That's supposed to be his finger. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And then, oh my god. Oh my god. I hope somebody remembers this. Okay. See, this is how I actually look. I did have glasses and I put my hair in pigtails a lot in 6th grade and all that. But does anybody, I took inspiration from this computer game. I think it was called, oh my gosh. If I remember, I'll pop it up on the screen right now. But I think it was Reader Adventurers or whatever. It's a girl with red hair and she has glasses and they went on these historical trips or something like that, and they used to like go to caves and all that. If you know what I'm talking about, comment down below. But yeah, it was from that. I took inspiration from that game and I love that character because she reminded me of Eliza Thornberry. So yeah. And then this is later on. I don't know if I was like in like 19, 20, so I don't know how old I was. This is just what I attached to all this, but this is when I was practicing eyes and eye color. And I was practicing with, I think, Prismacolor? I'm not sponsored or anything, but you know, Prismacolor, color pencils, if you know, you know. Yeah. Yeah. This is dope. I have a lot of art, you guys. This is from when I was a kid, like probably 8, 9 years old. I know I should have probably did this first, but what I used to do, I used to use the lines. I already said this in one video before when I did it in 2016, so if you see this video, I'll put a thumbnail up. That's where you'll see a little bit of this. But I didn't really go into depth about it or whatever, but yeah. I used to use the lines as ages for my characters, and they would have like moms and all that. I used to do stories a lot. And so the kids would grow up, so they're like age 4 right here, and then they'll grow up going to kindergarten and all that. Like it was cool. It was cool. And I used to do the height. Like at this time they were 10 years old. It was really cool. Me and my sister used to do this all the time. This is when they were 12 years old, all that. Like this was peak. This is peak. This is actually low-key comics. It's comics. I was making comics. I gotta give it to my younger self because I was the shit. I don't care what nobody said. I used to fill these up, bro. I used to fill them up, man. Like a lot. Like I think I have maybe 5, 6 of these. Some of them got ruined. I did stories. Some of them were like continued. They were like continued ones. So, and inspiration. You can tell I was like crushing on like the Little Romeo era, all that. Man. Oh my goodness. This is when, oh my god, this is when I started using line art, color pencils. Look! I told you, P. Miller Shorty. I told you, I was heavy fan of Little Romeo and Little Bow Wow. Like it was always a battle. You already know. It was always a battle. But man, I was heavy on some Little Romeo, Lord. I'll get into that obsession probably in a later video, but I was oh my goodness. But yeah, I used to do a whole bunch. This has water damage on it, but it was so cool. Sleepovers, conversation, who liked who. I'm telling you, and the color of the skin tones. You could thank Doug for that. Anyone hating on the show Doug? No, y'all not a real one, because Doug actually taught life lessons. If you know, you know, because first off, Skeeter was blue. And really, we never really found out what Patty Mayonnaise was, but if you're like me, I thought she was black. I'm just saying, come on now. Like, look. Patty Mayonnaise could have easily turned to Patty Mustard, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Oh, and then the last book. This is my 6th grade drawing book or whatever. So of course we have to go back to who? Miss April. Of course, I used to do stories with her. This is like stories I would do, and my other characters. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the names right now. But I used to do my characters all the time. I'll go more into depth about them later. But yeah, like I said, April was like my best friend in 6th grade. And then look, oh my god! Oh, that's cute, that's cute, that's cute. Let me see, if y'all want to see more OCs, I already did an OC redo of Holler. Holler is Charlie's dog, so I'll put in a thumbnail right here. But if y'all want to see a remake of April or any of my OCs, drop it down in the comments below, let me know. But I also did Bratz. I'm proud of this. Chloe was my favorite, next to Jade. It was always between Chloe and Jade. I really liked all of them because I really liked Yasmin. It's like they couldn't go without each other. Chloe was my favorite, I think, but I think Jade was my favorite, but then I also think Yasmin was my favorite because I had all the dolls, and Sasha, it's like, they were like, how can I put this? This was like the Spice Girls, but like 2.0. I don't know. It's like, I can speak about all these girl groups because even with my scene, with Diva Stars, with all that, like, you cannot have one. There would be no Bratz without Sasha. There would be no Bratz without Yasmin. There would be no Bratz without Chloe. There would be no Bratz without Jade. I'm just saying. Same thing with my scene. Same thing with Diva Stars. I'm gonna get into that. And then I was continuing it over here. Zay was like a 2-year-old, maybe 4, maybe 5. I don't know. I forgot. I remember he found my sketchbook and he was like, yeah, let me draw. My baby's been drawn for a very long time, so I can't even be mad at that. So I kept it. I introduced him into art and he utilized it perfectly. So and I used to do like different stories with oh my god, April and her best friend, and all throughout the summer, and I used to do different stories and everything. So yeah, that's all I have for at least this part, because maybe I have some more old art that I'll show y'all, go into more depth about that. But yeah, let me know if you want to see more old art of mine, if I can find it. And I think I know where they are. I just need to go grab them. But if you want me to go more in depth about my old art or stories or whatever, just let me know in the comments below, and let me know what you want to see in future videos on Kirby Z. And thank y'all so much for watching my cringy art. And yeah, just remember to accept your cringe, put yourself out there, dream big, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Mwah.